In the journey of life, there are moments when the universe tries to guide us toward what is best for us, even if we don't realize it at first. Often, this guidance is subtle, showing up in ways that we may dismiss as coincidences or fleeting emotions. However, as we grow in self-awareness, we start to recognize these signs for what they truly are: gentle nudges from the universe trying to steer us toward more fulfilling relationships and experiences. Let's explore 8 additional signs that the universe may be guiding you to walk away from someone who no longer aligns with your purpose, and how to respond mindfully to these messages. 1. Frequent miscommunication or arguments. When a relationship is out of alignment with your highest good, communication often becomes a struggle. Small misunderstandings can snowball into bigger conflicts, leaving both parties frustrated and emotionally drained. For example, Emily was in a relationship with someone who constantly misunderstood her intentions, and no matter how hard she tried to explain, things always seemed to get worse. The conversations felt like they were on a loop, always circling back to the same unresolved issues. After months of constant miscommunication, Emily realized that the root of the problem wasn't the content of the conversations, but the disconnection they were both feeling at a deeper level. If you notice that you're constantly repeating yourself in conversations, or that misunderstandings are becoming the norm, the universe might be showing you that it's time to walk away. Clear, loving communication is a hallmark of healthy relationships, and when it's absent, it's a sign that misalignment may be at play. How to respond? Take a step back, assess the recurring issues, and ask yourself, is this person truly able to hear me? If not, it may be time to let go and find a relationship where communication feels easy and natural. 2. Your intuition feels overridden. Sometimes we doubt our own instincts because we want to believe the best in people. However, if you notice that your gut feelings are consistently dismissed, ignored, or overridden by the person you're with, that's a sign that something is misaligned. Alex had a long-term friend who constantly made him second-guess his own intuition. Whether it was about decisions in their shared activities or even personal life choices, his friend's opinions always seemed to overpower Alex's inner knowing. Over time, Alex realized that this made him feel disempowered and disconnected from his true self. Your intuition is a powerful tool that connects you to your authentic path. If someone consistently disregards it or makes you question it, you may be in a relationship that stifles your growth. How to respond? Start trusting your instincts again. Listen closely to that inner voice and take action when it guides you to step away from people who disregard it. Your inner knowing is there to protect and guide you toward the right connections. 3. A loss of your authentic self. One of the clearest signs that a relationship is no longer serving you is when you feel yourself slowly losing touch with who you truly are. It's as if you're playing a role instead of being yourself. This can manifest in many ways, like altering your values, interests, or even personality to fit into the dynamic. Sophia noticed that after spending a lot of time with her partner, she began to change her views on things she had once been passionate about. She suppressed her creativity, her love for adventure, and her desire for growth just to avoid conflict or meet the expectations of her partner. Eventually, Sophia realized she had become someone she didn't recognize. How to respond? Take a step back and reflect on what parts of yourself are being suppressed. Ask yourself, am I being true to myself? If the answer is no, it's time to reassess your relationship and reconnect with the things that make you feel whole. 4. Your energy feels drained every time you interact. While we all feel tired after a long day, there's a difference between feeling physically exhausted and feeling energetically drained after spending time with someone. If every interaction with a certain person leaves you feeling depleted, that's a clear sign that their energy is not in alignment with yours. Lily experienced this with her coworker, Sam. Every time they worked on a project together, Lily felt like her energy was being sucked out of her. She began to dread meetings and felt emotionally drained after each one. It wasn't just the workload that was exhausting, it was the constant negative energy and lack of mutual support. How to respond? Pay attention to how you feel after interacting with certain individuals. If they leave you feeling drained or emotionally exhausted, it's time to create some space. Reconnect with the people who uplift and energize you. 5. Your life goals no longer align. As we evolve, so do our goals and aspirations. Sometimes we outgrow relationships because our paths in life no longer align. If you find yourself on different pages regarding your future, whether it's career ambitions, family plans, or spiritual growth, this misalignment can create tension and distance between you and the other person. Jake had been dating Melissa for several years, and while they once shared similar goals, Jake's desire to travel and build a global business began to clash with Melissa's wish for a settled life and a traditional career. The more they discussed their future, the more they realized that they were heading in different directions. How to respond? Take time to reassess your personal goals. If they no longer align with someone in your life, it may be time to have a difficult conversation and acknowledge the differences. Sometimes letting go of a relationship is the best thing you can do to continue your own personal growth. 6. You feel a constant sense of doubt. Doubt is a sneaky feeling. It doesn't always shout at you, it whispers. If you're in a relationship where you constantly question the other person's intentions, commitment, or your own place within it, it's a sign that the universe might be urging you to walk away. Ethan had been dating Natalie for a while, but there was always this feeling in the back of his mind that something wasn't right. He found himself wondering if she was truly invested in the relationship, but every time he asked, she would offer vague answers. Over time, his doubt turned into a constant sense of unease. How to respond? Trust yourself. If you're feeling a constant sense of doubt, it's not a sign to ignore, it's a message that something is amiss. Whether it's a lack of trust or unspoken issues, addressing these doubts openly can help you make the decision to move on if necessary. 7. Your personal growth is stagnant. Healthy relationships encourage growth both individually and as a couple. If you feel like your personal development has stalled because of the person you're with, it's a clear indication that the relationship might be hindering your potential. Carla had been in a long-term relationship where her partner didn't encourage her to pursue her dreams. Every time she considered taking on a new project or career opportunity, her partner would downplay it or offer reasons why it wasn't a good idea. Over time, Carla realized that her growth had stagnated because she wasn't being supported or challenged in the way she needed. How to respond? Look at your relationship through the lens of growth. Does this person support your goals, encourage you to learn, and challenge you to become the best version of yourself? If not, it may be time to seek relationships that inspire growth, not stifle it. 8. You're more concerned about pleasing them than being true to yourself. When you find yourself constantly adjusting your behavior to please someone else, rather than staying true to your values and needs, it's a strong sign that the relationship is out of alignment. David noticed that in his relationship with Rebecca, he was always worried about what she thought of him. He'd change his plans, avoid expressing his true feelings, and even sacrifice his own happiness just to keep the peace. Over time, this led to a growing resentment, and he realized he was losing touch with the person he truly was. How to respond? Stop and ask yourself, am I compromising my authenticity to please this person? If you answer yes, then it's time to set healthier boundaries and make choices that reflect your true self. Conclusion. Life is a journey, and not all relationships are meant to last forever. The universe sends us signs, both subtle and strong, to help us navigate our path. By learning to recognize these signs, whether they're physical, emotional, or mental cues, we can make conscious choices to step away from people who no longer serve our highest good. Remember, you deserve relationships that align with your purpose, nourish your soul, and allow you to thrive. Trust your instincts, honor your feelings, and create space for connections that empower you. The universe always has your back. Sometimes, stepping away is the first step toward aligning with your truest self.